Okay guys, so today I will be this video is going to essentially be all about what I use when it comes to hunting. I've seen a couple of y'all's comments, y'all asking, the bow I use, arrows, broadheads, just the gear I use in general. So I'm going to be doing a short video about that. Just be talking about what I use, and that'll be it for this video. It's pretty short, pretty simple, so let's get right into it. So first we'll be focusing on the bow itself and what I am using. So I am actually using a Bowtech Carbon Icon, and so when you get this Bowtech Carbon Icon, it comes with exactly what you see here. It comes with the sight, comes with the rest, and rather than the sight, this bow light, it comes with just a normal stabilizer, and so you just unscrew that and you put it on there. And this is a great bow. I've had this for like 2-3 years now. It's absolutely awesome. I think the draw weight I have set for it is 70 pounds, and so it is absolutely amazing. It shoots super well. I got it from David's Outdoors, but now David's has been sold out by Texas Outlaw, and so if you're around in the Weatherford area, go and check them out. Great group of people. So that's essentially what I'm using for the bow, but with the light itself, I'm using a nap light, which is just a color green. And essentially you can go and pick this up at any academy or even Amazon. You can go and pick that up there. On Amazon it is cheaper though, so you do want to check that out. But one thing I do want to mention that I'm not a huge fan of about this bow itself, and it's not the bow, it's the arrow rest. Essentially what it is, it's like a 3 little whisker biscuits, but it doesn't go all the way around. And so I kind of do like that. But at the same time, and this has happened to me, mainly it happens to me while I'm shooting, but it has happened to me while I've been in the stand wanting to shoot a pig. And so essentially you go and you put it on here, you put your arrow on here, and then what will happen sometimes, I'll switch it to this side, what happens sometimes is it'll fall off and it hangs. And so and when I'm drawn back, I've got to like use my finger to kind of prop it back up there. And so that is definitely a pain to have to work with, which is why a whisker bit is super reliable, or even a quad rest, super good. And that's probably what I'll get next, is a quad rest, because my friend Shay has it, and I do like that more. And then for releases, I actually have 2 releases. I have the True Fire just wrist release, which is what I've been shooting with after all these years. And then recently for my birthday, I got the True Ball thumb release from Shay. He bought that for me, and he bought one for himself as well, and that's what he switched to, and he's been loving it. But I was going to wait until after deer season and whatnot to start working with it and getting better at it, because I did use it for a little while there, and I just it was not working out for me. So I'll have to take it to the range, do some 3D target shooting with it, and get used to it. These are the 2 releases I'd recommend, and I always recommend having 2, just in case if one breaks, you definitely have a backup. So then with the arrows I'm using, I like to use Beeman arrows. These are the Beeman ICS Hunter, and I have it at 400, and these things are just absolutely awesome looking. I had just the Norman Beemans originally. I'll show you what I've been using for all these years. Is just 400 Beeman ICS, and I don't know what the difference is. Honestly, they're the same price. This one didn't have any fletchings with it, so I got some customizable fletchings, and then these always have the fletchings on it. Don't know what the difference is. They shoot the same price, but one just has a different sticker, I guess, on it. And then, like I was saying, this is ICS Bow Hunters. And then last for the bow itself are the broadheads I use. I only use Grim Reapers, and I use 2 different types of Grim Reapers, and I don't know, I've always stuck with, okay, so like I was saying, I essentially only use Grim Reaper broadheads. That's kind of what I started off using, because Baylor and Shay both used them, and they've just always worked for me, so I've had no reason to want to switch back. I mean, shooting through deer, shooting through pigs, they have caused so much damage, and they've never failed me. They've never broken. They've just always been very, very reliable and very, very sharp, and a great design. I've never tried Rage. Shay's tried Rage and he's not a big fan. He's trying the Muzzy Broadheads right now. But the two Grim Reapers I use, so I use these really only for deer. And this one's a little dirty. But this is just the normal mechanical broadhead. These are a lot more designed for whitetail, and they fly extremely true. I never have to take any practice shots with these broadheads. These broadheads fly exactly how they would with just normal field points. But this is just normal Grim Reaper mechanical. I don't remember what cut this is, but this is just the 100 grain as well, and just absolutely amazing. The only thing I use them for is whitetail, so I use them like once a year. What I use pretty much all year long, and even on my whitetail, which I absolutely love, are the hybrids. These things are super, super deadly. First of all, you have just the normal fixed blades, and there's 2 fixed blades on there, and they just look absolutely sharp. The field point is incredibly sharp, great design. And then when this goes and hits the body, it goes in. The reason they call it the hybrid is because it's a mixture between a mechanical and a fixed. And so when it hits the body, with the resistance, pushes these legs out, and those sit back right there, and it goes with the resistance. And so, I mean, that cut has just become extremely big. Look at that. That is super, super deadly and works amazingly. And so I've been using those ever since I started bow hunting, and I don't know if I'll ever switch. These things are just absolutely amazing. If I do switch broadheads, then you know the company that I've switched to is extremely good in order to make me replace those hybrids, because I absolutely love those hybrids. They're amazing, and I keep them in a nice case because I don't want them to get dull or anything, because it's really important to keep those as sharp as you can.